All right, everybody. This is Peterson again. I got a twofer for you. Got two sponsors tonight. This one, I'm getting good at these videos. I'm gonna like this a lot. This one is sponsored by Lay's. Lay's potato chips. And this one is sour cream and onion. You know how good those are. And Cheez-It. Cheez-It. Baked snack crackers. I like Cheez-It. Cheez-It is cool. All right. Anyway, this is what happened last night. And this is what was inspiring this whole new thing for me with these videos, you know, looking at my big head. All right, so last night, my Arctic that I had developed a problem with the hinge joint. And, you know, I've been wanting to drive one of those new Excelsior buses on the 40 for a long time. Well, my wish came true because Division 5, they hooked a brother up and gave me a 5886. I'm like, oh yes, 5886. And it's got the cameras on it with the video. I'm like, okay, great. Folk gonna pay the fare. Folk gonna be afraid to get on board the bus. Nah, it was the same old stuff on the 40. Can I get a courtesy? Hook me up. You know, I just got to go down the street. Down the street, it ends up being in the line. I'm like, hey, same thing. So I pretended the video camera wasn't there because it didn't make a difference. All right, so I get to Alameda and Los Angeles Street. I'm about to make my right turn on Cesar Chavez, and you know, young dude gets on the bus. You know, Latino, covered in tattoos from head to toe, everywhere, on his face, on his head, his arms, his chest. I mean, dude is just somebody just went gangster with the tattoos because he's a gangster. So he's saying he's trying to get to Anaheim. I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna try to help you out to get to Anaheim. Don't know how I'm gonna get him to Anaheim at 10:26, but you know, I'm a miracle worker in a way. So I drop him off at Patsaurus Plaza. I come take my break. I swing back around. I pick him up at Patsaurus Plaza. Dude is getting a ticket by 2 cops. Why? Because he took his shirt off. I mean, hey, it is 90 degrees outside and everything, but I mean, come on. So the cops are asking me to wait for him so he can get on my bus to go. Now, I'm 10 minutes late. So I keep on going down the road, do my thing or so like that. I pick up a second customer. So the first dude, my cholo, he's the black shirt guy, okay? So I got my red shirt guy. We're riding down the street, doing okay on the 40, happy. I'm just a happy operator because I'm driving this new bus. You know, not too many people on board. Everything is great. I get to, where do I get to? I get to La Brea and Hardy. I service the stop. And next thing I knew, guy from my red shirt customer comes running all the way to the front of the bus. And he's like, Policia, Policia, Policia. Now, I'm learning Spanish. You know, I got the numbers. You know, I say, you know, buenos dias. You know, buenas tardes, buenas noches. You know, I say encantada. You know, those of you that know Spanish, you know, encantada means, you know, pleased to meet you. You know, I say, you know, gracias. You know, bien, when they ask me how I'm doing. You know, I say, you know, ¿cómo está? Muy bien. I know my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I know some of the, you know, the bigger numbers. 70, 60, you know, 70, 60. I'm trying to figure that out or so. But, you know, sometimes when you just say buenos dias, people want to share their entire marriage problem with you. And I'm like, hey, yo, you know, un poco de español. I only know a little bit. Don't go there. Okay, so the dude comes up. He's like, Policia, Policia. I'm like, what's the problem? He can't explain to me what the problem is. So I'm like, okay, he wants me to call the cops. I got to fly. He wants me to call the cops. Okay, I'm going to call the cops. I press RTT. Next thing I know, black shirt dude, my cholo, he comes up. He comes to the front. I'm like, well, what's going on? What's the problem? He's like, you know, dude here wants to get off the bus. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I already got the doors open, so anybody wants to get off the bus, believe me, I will assist you off the bus. No problem. So what happens is the guy in the red shirt, he's asking for Policia. Then he walks off the bus. My black shirt dude, he comes to the wheelchair ramp and he stands there. And then the red shirt dude, he comes back on the bus. Next thing I know, these two dudes go to blows right there in the wheelchair area. They're between the front wheel well, the wheelchair, the front door, and back again. Now, you know, y'all know I was pepper sprayed, so y'all figured I'd be afraid, scared, screaming for my life, the whole 9 yards. No, I was cool. All I did was press PRTT. I just sat there cool. I wish I had some popcorn because I wanted to see how this all was going to go down. And let me tell you, it went down. Because dude in the black shirt, next thing I knew, he grabbed up on top of the standing bars here, and he goes straight out MMA on the red shirt dude. I'm like, man, this is getting serious. Now, mind you, in my head, I'm going crazy, but sitting there, I'm just cool as a cucumber. I'm like, man, I could use some kettle popcorn right about now. So, dude hits him so hard. Blood comes from red shirt dude, real blood. I mean, dude, I think he broke his nose because he was doing the nose and he was hitting back. MMA dude was just going at him the whole 9 yards. So BOC finally calls, bus operations control, not bitchy old customer. BOC calls back, and you know, I'd say, what's going on? I say, hey, y'all need to send the cops. You know, I got an assault going on, dude's being beat up. So okay, we're sending the cops. You know, it took 15 minutes for the police to come to La Brea and Hardy at 11:45 p.m. on line 40. So, you know, we're sitting there. Meanwhile, the customers are basically calling me every creative name that you have been called since you've been a bus operator. Believe me, if you heard it, if you've been called it, I got called it. Why? Because I stopped the bus. I had to wait for BOC to respond. I had to wait for the controller to come. But now I got two people who are really getting up in me because if they don't catch that green line bus, they're going to lose their jobs. So when the VO finally came, I'm like, hey, y'all need to release me because I got some people that are going to lose their jobs if they don't get on this train. Okay, cool, no problem. So they talked to the sheriff's deputy. They don't need me. Okay, bam, I'm on my way. I got them to the train before it took off. So I'm like, you know what? I can't submit my accident reports anymore online because that's boring. What I need to do is like Samuel Jackson says, what you need to do, what I need to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these little videos. I got this fancy iPhone 6. I might as well put it to use before the camera gives out on me. I see it's acting straight now. That's good. So anyway, I should have made this video first, but you know, the old lady, the old two old ladies, I had to get that one out my system because that was hilarious. But the MMA thing, I'm like, all right, you know what? It's getting interesting. So hey, we'll see what happens now because see, the drama starts at 8:13. That's when I leave South Bay Galleria and I come here. So now I'm 2 minutes late leaving to finish this video for y'all. I hope y'all like it. And if something interesting happens, guess what? I'll be making another video at about 12:05 when I get down to South Bay Galleria, and we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all have a good one. Be safe.